Hi guys, it's 2 months into my review of BetMarkets and I got an email today informing me of some shenanigans. Okay, so this is the email I received. I'm just going to read it out quickly for you. It says, "Hi Graham, hope this email finds you safe and well. As the subject describes, this email is about Danny's latest behaviour within our platform. Throughout the weekend, Danny showed signals of tilting, chasing his recent losses after a period of poor performance, although his overall results are still above average. He placed bets straight after losing others, and his amount staked per bet increased as well. It's not the first time this happened with Danny, so we decided to temporarily exclude him from the list of bettors that new users can copy, and we recommend you stop copying him for the time being, considering the recent behaviour. He will undergo a verification period where he must show us he can sustainably beat the market while pursuing a consistent approach. Upon the end of this period, he will either be reintegrated and be kept under close scrutiny or will be removed from the platform. Should you wish to continue copying Danny's bet throughout this period, you are free to do so and no further action is required from your side. Our job is to connect both parties, you and the bettors, but we still feel the utmost responsibility for having strict criteria and perform a rigorous analysis of each and every bettor that joins and operates within BetMarkets. The same way we cannot guarantee profits, we cannot guarantee that all bettors will stick to their plans. Although we remain independent from bettors, we take every bettor's failures as ours, upon which we build better and improved processes in order to prevent and act faster in further similar situations. Please be aware that Danny is not going to place any bets within the next 7 days in order to give you time to stop copying him, should you wish to do so. Best, Alfonso." So that was I like that. I like the way that they've spotted that he is chasing losses and put a stop to it straight away, which is very good. So let's have a look in my account. Okay, so I'm in the account. Now, what I like about BetMarkets is completely set and forget. I started this review 2 months ago. I'll put a link to that review, which is an introduction of BetMarkets, in the description below. And you literally just... BetMarkets is a bit like Betfair, I guess, where BetMarkets itself isn't a system or strategy. It's more like, I suppose, an exchange where on it there are different tipsters that you can choose to follow, and you choose which ones you want to follow. You choose how much you want to stake on each of these tipsters, and BetMarkets will charge you a performance fee on the winning bettors. So as far as it's gone so far, let's have a look. I started with £1,000 and my balance is now €1,000 and now 919. So I've lost just over €80, which is 8%. So yeah, a minus 7.94% return in the 2 months, which isn't good. So if you remember, who am I doing portfolio? I literally just chose the top 10 at the time. I went over I just randomly followed the top 10 tippers in their portfolio to level stakes, or was it level stakes? Let me have a look. No, to compounded stakes. If you click that button there, it as your bank balance increases, so do your stakes. So I think I've got those ticked on all of them. Let me check. Yeah. But equally, as your stakes reduce, as your bank reduces, so does your stake, if you've got that ticked, I believe. So how am I doing? Looking at my portfolio, Neil, this dude has made me a profit of €4. But everyone else I've followed, including Danny, this is the guy they've just said about who's been chasing losses, have lost me some money, a little bit of money. But as you can see, it's all just a few quid on each, but added up, I think I followed 10, is it? That's why it's added up to €80 loss. So what to do? Well, I think just blindly following the top 10 is probably not the best way of doing it. So I'm just going to have a quick look around. See what we've got here. These are the featured ones. These are the most copied ones. Oh, 153%. That's a good one. Highest return. And higher risk, higher return. I like the look of these, to be honest, because let's face it, I've got €1,000 bank. So even if I'm earning 10% return, that's annually. On €1,000, that's still only €100 in a whole year. And I have got a very high risk profile, as you'd imagine, for in the line of work that I'm in. I have a much higher risk threshold to most people, so I'm probably going to scrap what I'm doing and go for these highest return, highest risk ones. And also what I'm going to do is I'm not going to follow 10 anymore. I might just follow 2 or 3. And the reason for that is because even though you are only paying on your winning bets, so obviously I will be paying a performance fee on nil and not paying a performance fee on these guys, but I'm losing on these guys. It's a bit like Betfair where you're paying your 2% commission on a winning bet. But you're always paying commission on the winning bets, but it doesn't mean that you're going to make a profit long term if you're not following a decent strategy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrap these guys and just go in. Let me do that now, actually. Scrap these guys. How do I do that? As you can see, I've not done this before, so remove. Yep. I'll just remove these, and I'm going to follow ones that are higher risk but higher return, because it doesn't seem worth it to me for doing a 10% return on a €1,000 bank. Because my risk strategy generally is I tend to risk much higher amounts on things with a lower paying yield. So certain investments I'm in, I think the lowest thing I invest in is a property investment that pays 12%. It's on 12%, it's worth it. But if I've got £1,000 on 12%, it's not worth it to me. But where I'm investing lower amounts is that on things that pay a lot higher returns, So and that it's a better risk. And even though it's a higher risk and you can lose it, I'm only risking a smaller amount. So I will go for the high risk. Let's remove these ones. Remove. Yeah. Now, one thing to point out is you shouldn't really, even though I'm doing it here, you shouldn't really be going in and just like randomly changing these, on a monthly basis, because like with any kind of sports betting, it's a long-term game. You should leave it a year really to get, and I know I'm contradicting myself by deleting these, but that's because for me, I just did a random choice to start with. I am more conscious that I want to do higher risk, higher reward ones. So these ones that I'm going to go for now, I will leave, at least for the remainder of this trial. Where were we? Discover. And have a look for the higher risk ones. Where was it? Yeah. High risk 5, 153. I'll go for that. Copy. Now I had 100 balance on the rest, but I'm only going to do 3 or 4, I think. So let's say I'm going to do 4. Yeah, so do 4, so it'll be 250 bank on each. So let me do 250. Copy. What else? This one looked good, 74%. Copy. 250 bank. And of course, Miles, he looks good. Copy. 250 bank. So what do I have now? And change this for 250 bank as well. Update. So that's it's nearly €1,000. Doesn't matter, it's a bit over. Okay, I was already following these two, but they're the higher risk ones, so I'm happy to leave those in. So I've now got it down to 4. And these are the high risk ones. I can't remember what this one was, high risk or not, but he's making a profit, so I'll leave him in. Okay, so that's BetMarkets. I'll do another update in 3 months, I reckon. There's no point me checking this every month because, as I said previously, this kind of sports betting is a long-term game, and you shouldn't be. Even though I changed it this time round to tipsters that are more suited to my risk profile. I'm now going to leave this, and anyone, if you're doing this, I recommend you leave it a good 3 months at least to give them a chance to see how they get on. Okay, so I hope you found this update useful. If you did, give me a thumbs up on YouTube because it helps my channel. If you know other people that find this useful, share it with them. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon next to it, and you'll be notified when I do my next update. Okay guys, thanks very much.